Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well and welcome back to day 5 of week 1. This workout included some snatch push press plus snatch balances up to 84 kilos or 185 pounds. Then had some hang power cleans plus dips plus jerks. That was just up to 102 to 225 in pounds, and then some accessory work at the end, which I did everything with 135. The only thing that I didn't show were the glute bridges that I did after the rows and stuff. I kept a lot of the accessory work pretty light, just because, particularly with the single leg RDLs, just because those are more of a balance thing than a weight thing, so I'm not worried about loading those very heavy. And with the rows, I just haven't done them in a while, and I always get a really good, really good or really bad, depending how you define it, low back pump when I do rows of any kind. So I'm not really worried about hammering those too well. It was a pretty easy day. I'm glad I did it at the house. I've been doing a lot of the workouts at the house today. I know with day 6 I did today, I did that at the gym just because there was more to do, and I hadn't gone to the gym in a while. Looking ahead at the next week, which I'll talk more about in the next little commentary, there is a lot more heavy intensity stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. But this was a pretty easy workout, even with, or what made it actually a lot easier was the fact that I just had one power clean instead of having to do two, because I've been using straps with these ones. And I don't think these are supposed to be blocks. I haven't checked on the program back for this day because it was a couple days ago. There was a day off before this day, and it actually worked out fine because I started the program on Sunday, this past Sunday, so I was able to actually just take a random day off in the middle, and that wasn't really to do with the program. That was more to do with stress at work and things getting not really overly stressful. It just gets to this weird phase sometimes in the middle of the week. If I have kind of a stressful day at work where I'm just more fatigued or tired, and all I think about at like 5 o'clock in the evening is just sleeping, and sometimes I just give into that urge to just sleep a little extra and just get a little extra recovered for the next day. But the reason I was a little extra stressed at work was not really anything that happened particularly at school, or particularly during the day at school, but I had a parent in the evening about the time I actually was getting ready to work out. I had a teacher emailing me and a parent messaging me on their messaging thing, upset about her first grade kid who got bumped in class and this and that. So they were trying to schedule a time to come up and talk, so I was dealing with that, and it wasn't really that stressful. It ended up not being a big thing at all because they were first graders. Obviously it's not a crazy thing when first graders are playing a game and they'll dive on a ball or something and they get a little banged up, but it's certainly, I don't like dealing with that kind of stuff at the in evenings, and I was already kind of like not super motivated, so I ended up working out just fine. So I did the day 5, this one on Friday, which I actually didn't have school that day because of Good Friday, and then this day 6 I did after this, I did on Saturday, so I'll be able to be off for Easter, which is good because I'm going to be driving about 7 hours home, so I wouldn't really want to try to get a big training session in the morning. I thought for a brief moment, I was like, well, I already have the week 2, like I could start that, but the intensity is pretty high. I have a lot of snatch doubles and some heavy back squats, so I'm not really particularly eager to do that on relatively short rest before I go and drive all the way home, because I would have to get to the gym very early and kind of work expeditiously in order to have time work out really quickly and efficiently with heavy work, and then be able to get my car and drive for 3.5 hours back home. So I'm not really too motivated with that. Plus I have school off on Monday, so I definitely have a lot of time to spend the time on Monday sleeping in and recovering and getting good with that. But the next week I'm really excited for. So these right here, these were really hard to balance. I kept bumping my foot on that back wall, so I had to keep scooting up. I actually have a little divot on the ground on the left side that I've repaired twice now. The second repair actually worked pretty well, but it's something I'll probably have to continually do, just because the cement's kind of messed up on the left side, so there's a little divot there. It's nothing that's too extreme, not even like an inch or anything. It's just the bar settles into that spot, and when the divot was actually worse, I remember PRing my snatch in the shed, so I know it's not that big of a deal and I don't really notice it. The only time I notice it is when I'm doing like deadlift reps, or if like I drop the bar down like I'll do in between these reps, and you'll see the bar kind of settle into a spot, but you don't really notice it when you're pulling on anything. It just kind of makes you have to pull from that one certain spot, but that's where I want to pull anyway. But anywho, I rambled for a bit on this one, but this was a pretty easy workout. There wasn't anything too crazy going on. So that was day 5, and yeah, talk to you all on day 6, and hopefully, if I remember, I'll do a little overview on day 6 to show you what the next week will look like. But that's it for now. Talk to you all in the next video. Peace.